Hey, how's it going? Lee here. I am a full-time eBay reseller. Today I'm going to show you a start to finish how to list on eBay. This is assuming you've already signed up and got everything. Just some basic stuff. If you've been selling for a while, there might be some stuff in here that little tips that you didn't know that will help your items sell a little bit faster. So I'm going to go through that now. The reason I'm doing this is I got messaged. I sell photography type stuff, but I got a message from somebody. A lot of other eBay sellers buy stuff from me that they're going to resell as well. So I try to keep my items kind of cheap. And so he asked me a couple questions, and it was obvious that he was a reseller. So I clicked on his page, and that's all he did too, is sell photography items. Well, he had 2,000 listings. I have 500 listings. So I actually sell, when I looked at his sold items, I sell a lot more merchandise than he does, a lot quicker as well. So even though he had 2,000 listings, I'm selling more. So I just thought these little tips I'm going to show you might help you out if you're maybe doing it part-time and thinking about going full-time. So yeah, let's get started. First off, I'm gonna list a point and shoot camera. I'm just going to show you my setup here. And this is what I use. My pool table is a mess. This is all stuff, almost all this is stuff to list. But this is just my setup. I just use a white cloth right here. I've got two lights. And you don't have to really use these lights. You could use whatever lights you have, but you need to get it on a white background just because eBay says you'll get higher up in the search if you have it on a white background instead of something else. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's generally what I do. Sometimes I'll mix it up and not do a white background. But let me mount this GoPro thingy on my chest and we'll go through it. All right, here we go. So I'm just gonna move the lights in close. You want to get a lot of light on this thing. It's still dark. It looks bright, but it's still kind of dark down here. A lot of times I like to go outside and use natural light. But as you can see here, I've got this little Nikon point and shoot. I've been shooting or selling a lot of these lately, so this one's a pretty good one. So I'm using a DSLR. It doesn't matter. You can use your phone. You can use whatever. But I'm going to show you how to get a good shot. This white background messes everything up. So I've saved a user mode in here on my DSLR for shooting eBay stuff. My camera has more megapixels than what will allow on eBay, so I had to lower the resolution or whatnot. But anyway, so it's got this white background. If you just take a shot, a regular shot in auto mode or whatever, it's going to be underexposed because you've got this white background. On your cell phone, or if you're using a point and shoot camera, you'll have this little icon, if you can see there, the little plus or minus. That is exposure compensation. So what you do on that is you want to move it up, as you can see here, like a stop. That way you'll get the correct exposure. It will blow out any of these little creases in the cloth or whatnot and make the item look really good. The only other thing I'd like to say is just make sure to fill the frame. Get as much of the product in the shot as you can. So I'm going to do that now. And you notice I took, helps if I have a SD card in. All right. All right, let's try this again. All right, so like I said, fill the shot. Fill the frame here. And we're going to do that now. Notice I took the battery out, as you can see there. So so everybody knows that it's included there. Then I'll take a picture of the top, every side of it. And with this a point and shoot on the back, what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to put the battery in and show that it's working. If there's scratches on it, I'll take a picture with it off, but this camera's in really good shape, so I don't need to do that. And let me go ahead and, this one's a touch screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point it over here at my lizard cage and bring down that exposure compensation because it's going to be too bright on the screen. So what I've got here, as you can see there, that's it. That's all my pictures. Now let's go to the computer and we'll finish this listing. All right, so I tested this camera thoroughly so I know it works properly and everything, but I'm just going to pull it up right here real quick and see what other people are selling it for. Kind of get some comps on it. lowest price, digital cameras, buy it now. The people are selling this kind of cheap, but you notice a lot of them are parts only. A lot of these are untested. They'll just put parts only because they don't have the correct stuff to test it. So I'll go over here and just click used, and this will give me a more accurate of what people are selling it for. And since this is purple, I know off the bat that purple sells a little bit better than some of the other colors. This guy has it for 63, but let's do this. Let's go down here on the side and go all the way down to sold items. This will give you something accurate. And up here, we're going to change this to ended recently. So that kind of gives you what it's going to sell for. It was kind of all over the board. As you can see here, this one's 35. This one sold for 70. Both pre-owned. They're calling it plum, so I need to call it plum. I'll probably put plum and purple in there. So 32. It seems like it's selling around 45. And there's one in the box, but the top one was 70. And then around 40. So that gives me my comps, what I could do. Now, a lot of people would just go in here and put sell one like this or whatever. And you could absolutely do that. And then that way they'll have all their, a lot of the stuff all pre-filled out in here. You could do it that way, but I like doing it this way. I think it works out a little bit better because you're actually using eBay's listing. So selling, and then under your listings, put create new, and I'll pull this up and put what was that, the S4300 by Nikon, and just put that in there, and it pulls it up right off the bat there. And what this will do, this will fill in all this stuff. You got to be careful, because I sold one the other day, and the camera was actually 8 megapixel and it said 12 megapixel in there. So be careful, just kind of glance through that. So I'm going to use this product. And a lot of times it will pull in the listing here, and I'll leave this checked. I'll erase this stock photo and add my photos in. There. And those, as those are loading in, let's see what we got here as a listing. Like I said, try to fill up this whole thing with searchable words. That will help you out. And this is actually a point and shoot camera, and this kind of helps my listings out since I know that. And what I like to do, since a lot of those were for parts only, I'll put either working real big, if I could spell it right, or tested right in front of it. And that lets everybody know that it is working. And look at the listing. Is there anything else we can add here? Let me look at it real quick here. Click on it and see what it says here. I know what I could add. It's a touch screen, right? Yeah. Let's add that, because a lot of people like that. So how can I add in there? 0.0 doesn't do anything. I got 7 characters left. A lot of times it will double on stuff. I'll just leave touch, and that's it. So we got that. Now, put used, and this is where you would put a lot of information. Now, a lot of people on their phones, they can't read or they don't see this listing down here. eBay really needs to work on that. So all they'll see is this listing. So I'll just copy and paste what we're going to put here. Works great. Touch screen. Yeah, if I could spell correctly, it'd be great. Touch screen with battery, no charger. If needed, chargers can be purchased on
eBay for $6. It won't allow you to put $6. Well, I'll show you. So if you put $6, watch when I try to list it, I'll show you what happens. All right. So now you want to fill in the rest of this in here. I usually don't put all of these in here, but you could do whatever they say. The more you add to these item specifics, it will work. So I'm going to just cut and paste this and just add it into the main description here at the bottom. And since those were selling, that one sold for 70, I'm going to do $60. And what I do have is I'm a top rated seller. To be a top rated seller, you have to have a certain amount of sales, but I recommend doing this. It really helps out. Free returns and also 1-day shipping. That will make you a top rated seller if you have enough sales going on. But you can still charge for shipping. A lot of people think you have to have free shipping as well. That way, if somebody returns it, you're not out the money you sent it out there, you're just out the money back. So these point shoots don't weigh anything. So I could do first class at $5.99 shipping. And this will probably cost about $4 to ship. So I'm doing buy it now, and I always do immediate payment required. So this will be good. Now let me show you where this is gonna error out here. It says I can't put that information in there about returns and all that, shipping and all that. It's because I put $6 here. Watch this, $6. And that sounds really intriguing. It works, and all you need to do is a charger. And a lot of people buy these because they've had the camera. The camera's broken, so they might already have a charger and a battery. So anyway, I'll go down here. Since I put bucks instead of the $sign, it will allow me to list. Very simple, very easy. That didn't take much time at all. And there you have it. And it should sell fairly quickly. The pink and purple colors usually sell really well. And you don't have to add a big bundle of stuff. I find it sells better if you sell it a little bit cheaper and don't throw all that bundled stuff in. So all I usually do on these is add a battery. Now let me show you another one of my listings. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but I'm going to show you one that I did a little bit more description in there. All right, so this one's a Pentax lens I have on there. It's on sale currently, but I'll go over what I did in here. You can see the listing here, same way I did it before as far as setting up the photos or whatnot. And I had it listed at $27.99. It's on sale right now. I have a 10% off sale on my store. It's $8.99 shipping because I'm using a flat rate padded envelope. If you go in here in the shipping tab, it will tell everybody that. And I use global shipping, so it allows me to ship to all these places here. Make sure to click that box when you're doing the listing if you want to do the global shipping. I recommend it. I don't have a lot of this photography stuff sells overseas and don't have a problem with it. But as far as my description here, I just wanted to show you the description. This is the small description. Manual focus lens works on all Pentax SLR cameras. And if you go down here, I did a more lengthy explanation of it. Glass clearing thing that will affect image quality, works on all Pentax SLRs, and I listed a bunch. If this is like a template, so if the caps are pictured, they're included. If not, they're not there. And I'll just say you can easily adapt this to these other cameras with the adapter not included. Combined shipping with 3 lenses. This gets people to buy more lenses, and that's supposed to say $8.99 because shipping went up. And that's it. I mean, that's as far as this listings go. I have most of my lens listings are like this. And also, if you notice, I listed a bunch of cameras. A lot of people don't know what lenses work on their camera. So you have to put 4 in your listing, or if you just add a bunch of model numbers, if it's still the same, eBay will flag you. You just can't do that because it's like phishing or something like that. So if you put 4, they allow it. So I put 4 Pentax and Albanar, and then put a few different cameras that people might be looking for a lens for. So there you have it. That's it. I mean, it's easy to list on eBay. Like I said, I've been doing it full time and really enjoying it. I'm making some decent money, and it's paying the bills. So that's always a good thing. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. I've got some other eBay videos, and I'll probably be doing these weekly or something like that. So thanks again.